Hello, and welcome to our DogBizPro help video series. In this video, we will be explaining how to create your own tax rates. Inside of DogBizPro, you're able to create your own taxes and choose which services those taxes will apply to. To start, you would just want to navigate to your admin module by clicking on the module dropdown and selecting admin. Once you're inside, you would just want to click on the Setup tab, Settings, and Tax Rates in order to be brought to your tax rates page. From inside of the tax rates page, you'd be able to view and edit existing tax rates as well as create brand new ones. If you wanted to edit an existing tax, you would just click on the tax in question in order to open up your editing window. And from inside this editing window, you can make any changes that you needed to. Once you're finished, you would just click that Save button in order to actually update your changes. If you wanted to actually create a new tax rate, that could be done by clicking on the New Tax Rate button, and that will open up your new tax rate window. From inside of this tax rate window, you can set up and create your new tax rate. The first section showing inside of this window is the name text box. Here you can type in the actual name of your tax rate. So if you wanted this tax rate to be called something like New Tax Test, you could do that. The next area showing inside of this window is the country dropdown. Here you're able to determine what country this tax will apply to. Based off the country you choose, that will populate the state dropdown showing down below. So you can set this up to be for Australia, Canada, the United States, etc. For this example, we'll just go ahead and choose the United States as our country. The next section showing inside of this window is the state dropdown. Here you're able to set what state this tax will apply to. So if you wanted to set up this tax to only apply to, say, the state of Illinois, you could set that up to do so. If you wanted to set it up for another state, again, you could just click on the state dropdown, choose a state of your choice, and set it up for that particular state. But for this example, we'll just go ahead and choose Illinois. The next area showing inside of this window is the city text box. This text box would allow you to limit this tax to a certain city inside of the state that you had chosen. So for example, if you wanted to set this to test city, you could do that. If a client had created their account and had typed in test city as their actual city, then this tax rate would apply to any valid registration that they make. You can actually leave this city field blank if you want, and that would make it apply to the whole state rather than just a particular city. So for this example, we'll just leave that city field blank. The last section showing inside of this window is the rate text box. Here you're able to set the actual tax rate. So if you wanted this tax to be for, say, 6%, you could set that here. Once you're finished, you can click Save in order to actually create your new tax rate. Now, you should be able to see that new tax rate showing inside of this page. Inside of this page, there's also an additional section titled Tax Settings. This section will allow you to control what services you are charging tax for. For example, if you wanted to charge tax for just class registrations, then you could check the Charge Tax on Classes checkbox. If you wanted to charge tax on all of your services, then you could just check all of these checkboxes inside of this section. And again, that would charge taxes on your packages, events, daycare, etc. Once you're finished, you click Save in order to actually update your changes. Now, with the tax rate set up and your tax settings set, if a valid client registered for a valid service, they would be getting charged the tax that you had just set up. Hopefully that helps and explains how to set up a new tax rate.